Alright guys, today our lesson is going to be about writing an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that is perpendicular to a given line. Okay, so the equation that we've been given right here is the graph of y equals 2x minus 4, and we want to write an equation that's perpendicular and passes through this particular point. Now understand that this line right here, if I were to graph that, let's just kind of sketch a graph real quick, and y-intercept of -4, okay, a slope of up 2 over 1, so up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, so it would look something like this, right? So a line that's perpendicular to this should then be something like this, where it's going across this way, okay? But as you can tell, there are lots and lots and lots of lines that are perpendicular. So the test then is to make sure that we can get it perpendicular and make sure that it's the one of these, because only one of them will pass through this given point. And so that's what we'll be doing. All right, so of course if we're going to be writing it in slope-intercept form, that's y equals mx plus b. All right, and so the first thing is that we can probably get the slope pretty easily. You'll notice that this is also the original line is y equals mx plus b, and the slope right here is 2. So the original slope being 2, we want a perpendicular slope. Now see if you remember what needs to happen to make a perpendicular slope. Hopefully you answered that that meant that you needed to make the slope negative and a reciprocal. So since this is 2 over 1, my new slope needs to be the reciprocal, which is 1 over 2, and the negative. And so this is the slope that we're going to use. All right, so we'll put that in. Y equals -1/2 x plus b. Now from that point, we need the y-intercept. And so we can go ahead and plug in the desired point, -2, 5. And so this is my x value and my y value. So y will be 5. -1/2 times x being -2, plus b. So -1/2 times -2 is, well, -2 over 1. That would make it -2 times 1, which is -2 over -2. So that would end up giving us 1 plus b. And then we'll subtract the 1. And we've got 4 equals b. So there's our y-intercept. So y equals -1/2 x plus 4. This right here is the equation that will pass through this point and be perpendicular to that graph. Please note that this -4 was never used. It doesn't matter. It is irrelevant. It is not helpful at all because that's the y-intercept of our old line. Our new line will have a new y-intercept somewhere. It just so happens that that's a +4. Okay? It's not automatically the flip of that. Now, since we have a little bit of time left to fill in my 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and show you another way to do this because we could have used point slope. Now, I know you're saying, but Mr. Bywater, point slope is not slope-intercept. Well, I understand that, but watch. If we do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, that will give us, if we use 5, so y minus 5 equals the slope, which we found before, which was -1/2 times x minus x1, which is -2. Now, if we simplify that, first I'm going to change this to a plus, so y minus 5 equals -1/2 times x plus 2, because minus and negative is the same thing as positive. Okay, we distribute the 1/2, so y minus 5 equals -1/2 x -1/2 of 2. Well, half of 2 is 1, and then make it negative, so -1. If I add 5 then to both sides, I then get -1/2 x plus 4. How about that? It's the same thing. Ain't that exciting? The answer to that question is yes. It's exciting. That's the right thing, and it's the same answer. Therefore, you can do it either way, and it's just fine. Okay?